Me and my son here, Nikolai, say hi.
Say hi.
But WD-40 does wonders. So I have not touched the boat in a while, about 5 months actually. And the first day I'm trying to do it, I found a wasp nest. So you know how they say WD-40 and duct tape saves the world? Well, WD-40 apparently is a really good way to get rid of wasps. After the little battle with the wasps, I got a bunch of these. So don't leave your boat unattended and open to wasps for a while. Because yeah, but WD-40 does wonders. Perfect. That will do for now until I make the proper door, but at least it closes the boat out of the weather. So all this wood was rotten because there were holes left from previous winches and fittings, and as you can see, it rot right through here. All this headboard on the starboard side will have to be removed too. So as I was working on the headliner, I was wondering, can I cut pieces out and just replace a couple of pieces that were rotten? Yeah, probably would work, except now I found more and more pieces of rotten wood. So I decided just to replace the whole thing. As you can tell, right behind me, or right above me, it's all done, finally. It took a lot of work, and it's something that I did not expect to do, but I guess now I know that there's definitely no rotten wood on my boat. Now everything out of this boat is gone. So after extensive cleanup, things are finally coming along. One thing that came to my attention are these keel bolts. I've seen a lot of bad pictures of boats upside down without a keel, and I wanted to check them out. They are not in a horrible shape, but they do have a bit of rust, so I'm gonna clean them up with a wire brush and use some rust release. So it's time for some spring cleaning, and me and my son here, Nikolai, say hi.
Say hi.
We're gonna do some cleaning of the boat. So a friend of ours donated some old sails that he had. Thank you, Gord! So we don't have to buy any. They're from a 22-foot boat, so we'll see if they fit for our 20-foot boat. should be close enough. So the mainsail is a little too short, but we can still use that without adjustment. But the genoa is huge. It's way above what we can possibly use. We also got these cushions from a friend of ours who gave us these sails. And so they fit fairly well for our boat. They stick out a little bit, but I placed them just so we figure out what exactly we need for all the shelving and all the fittings here. I'll tell you exactly what we had in mind shortly, but please let me know in the comments below what you think about it, and if you have better ideas or if you think that my ideas are outright stupid. So what we were thinking about having is a boat that we can go out on for about a week at the most. And I don't mean live on board for a week, but a week at a time, have enough supplies on the boat and have a chance to stop in a couple of ports, stock up again, but have an ability to camp out per se for about a week. Here's what we were thinking. Starting with the bow, we were thinking about putting storage space for sails and light stuff like jackets and all that. Moving aft, we were thinking about putting 2 battery packs. Not sure which size, probably type 27. That should be enough for about a week with the solar panel charging them up in the day. Here we'll have a porta potty. It will be just a 5-gallon porta potty that we'll be able to empty out in any little ports that we'll be visiting. On the sides underneath the cushions, we were thinking about putting 2 storage spaces. Nothing large, nothing drastic, just something to keep things out of the way. There's not much room underneath these cushions after we put the benches in, so I'm not sure if we will be able to store anything underneath. Maybe ropes for the anchor rod and a chain, but that's the most. This area up here on the starboard side as we enter the boat will be used for charge controller, the DC distribution panel, and the radio, as well as any instruments on the other side of the bulkhead. Their wires will not be poking into the cabin. At the stern here we have 2 lockers, one on the starboard and one on the port side. So the starboard locker, we were thinking about putting in a refrigerator here, just a camping refrigerator. It's not gonna freeze or anything, it will just keep the items cool enough not to go bad. We'll be able to easily access them, open and close the fridge. Should be easy enough to use most of the day. To access the after portion of this locker, we'll be able to slide this fridge back, and we will be storing fresh water underneath here, just in 2 freshwater jugs. In the port side locker, we'll be storing the propane for the stove and the gasoline. In order for that not to fume up the cabin, I'll make a specific enclosure just to cover this area, and all the fumes will be coming out through this hatch and not into the cabin. As for the very aft portion of the boat, I'm not yet sure if we will be able to do anything with that. So I do not want to put any more weight to the aft part of the boat because of the weight of the engine, the propane tank, the gasoline tank, the water tanks, as well as the refrigerator. Again, let me know in the comments below what you think about this plan. If it works, if it doesn't, what you think could be changed, what you think could be made better. Keep in mind, I'm on a budget. I don't want to spend a fortune on this boat. I do not wish to purchase everything brand new or custom made. I'll be making it myself and with limited experience and tools. Oh yes, did you notice the engine? We also got the 7.5 horsepower Mercury. It's an older engine, but it works. The guy that sold it said that there is a problem with it. Doesn't spin around the axle freely, which you can see it doesn't. It gets stuck right here, which is totally fine for me. It will be attached here permanently anyway. Up next you will see us putting the boat back together, starting with the headliner. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Until next time.